So red currant bush is having a lot of new growth, and I pruned it a little bit this spring, but the berries are very small. I did put water. These plants like water when the berries ripen, but still the berries are small. And I do have some herbs, oregano and others, and then a little melon stock. This is black currant. It's taking off. I do have some pumpkins and melons. These are from seedlings that I started at home. And these are tomato plants, tomato garden bed in mulch. And I have some cosmos flowers on the border to make it all look pretty. Some basil, some melons, rental lilies, perennials, very good. These are sunflowers. I grew these from seeds as seedlings indoors first, and then I planted, so I had of other sunflowers that I directly seeded into the ground. And I do have some basil under. These are gooseberries, some peas, these are cucumbers. It is middle of June. I don't have any cucumbers yet, but they're already having some flowers, and I did put some spinach in between and some peas to use the space. This is elephant garlic. I bought one garlic last fall, and I planted. It had 5 little pieces inside, so now I have 5 different plants. And this is my regular garlic bed, but I do have a lot of wheat growing in because apparently there was some seeds in the straw mulch that I put over the garlic, so it grew there too. And interestingly, this is the wheat garden bed that I planted myself, and it didn't grow as much as well at all. I'm very happy with my potato beds, even though some of the potatoes have not sprouted, but the mulch I put really prevents all the weeds from growing, so I don't have to do any weeding at all. And I use this straw mulch from the decorative tall grasses. This is annual garden bed with some carrots and dill and beets, and on the background I have again pumpkins and different kinds of melons. Here are some onions and garlics that went bad, but I didn't want to throw them away, so now they're growing here. This is the garden bed, which eventually will have larger fig trees, but right now they're very small. You can see one here and another one there. So meanwhile I'm growing some annuals in between, some potatoes, peas, radishes, and I planted some pumpkins. Again, this is oregano, and I did trim it and cut the leaves, so now it's very short, and now it's giving a lot of new growth in comparison to its neighbor that I didn't trim, and now it's very thin and tall. These are mums from last year. I bought at Lowe's at the end of the season and in the pot, and I planted them, and apparently they survived winter, so we'll see if they become perennial here. And this is second year parsley. Parsley is biannual, and first year I had very little plants here. I didn't even think they would survive, and second year they gave all this growth. There is more parsley and some herbs. basil, some onions, dill, hydrangeas. These are hellebores, and even though the flowers are not as bright and pretty as they used to be at the beginning, still they're still holding since March or April, and now is June 18th, so they're very decorative, very nice. This is camellia. It survived the winter and now it's giving some new growth. Some of the branches lost leaves though. I don't know if that was from the cold weather or from deer over the winter. This one lost a lot of leaves, but now it's giving some new growth. These like shade, and I don't have a lot of shade here right now, so I did plant some annuals around them, and hopefully they will grow and create some shade this summer.